I have a daycare.
What, honey?
I have a daycare.
Daycare.
Hmm.
Do you have any kids?
I have three kids, 29 and 10.
29 and 10. All by the same man?
All by the same man.
Okay. Did you get divorced? Were you had been married?
I was married for 20 years. I got divorced in 2022.
Married for 20 years? I mean, for the new guy, because I bet you she's going to say she wants to be married again. For the new guy, what makes you think that if she was able to, if she had the nerve to end a 20-year-old marriage, that you're going to be any different? What makes you think you're going to be her true love forever and ever, that she will never divorce you? Think about that.
Why you get divorced?
He was a bum, Kendra.
Ooh.
But we're not gonna talk about him.
Okay, we're not gonna talk about him.
We're not
All
gonna
right.
talk about him. We're not gonna talk about him.
Okay. Tierra, 43. She works at a daycare. Was once married. Mom to three. All by your ex-husband, right?
Oh, my ex says me, yes.
What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Scorpio.
All right, let's go. Tierra, how old? Ucha, I'm tired. So we're
It's
gonna
okay.
move
It's okay. I'm
fast.
tired too. I'm tired too.
Oh
It's
my
all right.
God, I know it's terrible. Tierra, 43, Scorpio, works at a daycare, divorced.
I
Mom to
own
three.
a daycare. I don't work at once, Kendra.
Ooh,
Wait a
correct
minute
me.
now.
Correct me, entrepreneur.
Wait a minute, Kendra. Yes.
I apologize. I
It's okay. It's
apologize.
okay. It's
Correct
okay.
me. Okay, she owns a daycare.
Yes.
What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Oh, someone driven, someone honest, someone that wants to have fun, someone open minded, someone successful. I cannot stress that enough. Someone about their
I mean, you got three kids, so he's gonna definitely have to have his money right if he's gonna be a stepdad. Let's go.
bag.
Okay. What
Yes.
are your deal breakers?
A liar. I'm real understanding. So you can tell me anything. Like, she got a fat ass. I like it. Let's look at it together.
Woo!
Like, you don't
You
have
the
to lie. You don't have to cheat. Be honest. That's it. Be honest.
so he could look at another woman with you.
Yeah, it's like I enjoy looking at. I appreciate a good looking woman that takes care of herself, and she got a cute outfit on. I might give her a compliment. She got a nice body. I might give a compliment before he does. It's okay. I'm not jealous at all.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, not
Um,
jealous at all.
what are your so those were your what are your deal breakers?
Just a liar. Broke.
Mm.
Um, not a go getter. Comfortable. Doesn't want more.
Okay.
That's it.
Should he look a certain way?
Just attractive. I'm not really into big guys, but no skinny ones either. So have some meat on your bones and be attractive. Take care of yourself. Hygiene is very important. Um, smell good. I love a man that smells good.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Kimchi gonna kill me for this one, but I'm gonna say 300,000 and more.
Don't play with it. You know we had a girl, and I think all the girls is gonna file suit now. She came on and said she wanted a guy that made 500K. She was settled for 350K. This was, I want to say, 2 years ago, and she called me this year, a couple weeks ago, and they was in Thailand, and said she's about to get engaged. So, and he made way more than 500K. So 300K. Now you know the cousins is gonna say,
I don't care. I don't care what the cousins gonna say.
And that's all they always say. They say their standards are their standards. They don't care to think, okay, how many men make this kind of money? What's the percentage? Matter of fact, I've never done this, but let's go. Let's do it. Percentage of men who make um percentage of men who make, she said 300,000 in the US. Let's do it. 2.3%. 2.3% of men make 300K per year. 2.3%. So she's banking and hoping like a man who makes a man is among the 2.3% in the US. Like, come on. Good luck.
because you have to think of it. When you have a man, he needs to be able to provide with or without you. If something happens to my daycare and I fall, I need him to be able to pick me up.
So it's not that she wants you as a man for your character, for being, she loves you for you. She's going to use you as the backup plan that if her business falls, she's going to use your 300K to provide for her three kids. Don't forget that. She has three kids already. So it's not like you're coming in because she loves you for you. She's looking for a man who's going to be her backup plan in case her daycare business fails. Okay, she just said it. I mean, she said it. I didn't say it. I'm just, for some of you guys who just look at the beauty, who are just gonna, because you make 300K, if you just run towards her, that's what you're getting yourself into.
Um, I need him to, if you pay the mortgage, I'm gonna pay the bills. Simple. And I want you to be able to support. I want a caregiver. I want somebody to take care of me. I'm a help. I'm not lazy. I have my own money. I have everything, but I want to be able to build with somebody that already has their stuff together. I don't want you to be working on yourself. I want your stuff to already be together.
You were building with your husband. You divorced him after 20 years. So what kind of building are you talking about? You already built with your husband 20 years. You already have three kids with your husband. You built a family. You have kids with him. So what type of building are you talking about with this new man?
Okay. Did your ex-husband fit all these characteristics?
That's why he an ex.
Have you ever dated a man that fit all these characteristics?
That's why my goals are high now.
Oh, so you're telling me your ex-husband didn't make 300,000, but you managed to give him three kids and stayed married to him for 20 years. So 20 years later, you realize now your standards are high. You want a man who makes $300,000 and now you want to build? Oh, now you're like, does, oh my God, this is sad. This is bad. This is bad. Guys, we're in trouble.
Because
So
I already had what I don't want earlier in life. So now I want what I want.
I understand.
Mhm.
Just
I mean, I agree. You can want what you want. The question is, are you going to get it? Chances are slim to none. And Slim died last night.
hypothetical question.
Yes.
I mean, there's men that make 300K. They walk this planet. But let's just say hypothetically, this man doesn't want to date you back. Are you okay never having another man until you see Jesus?
I think the problem is I've been settling for under, and a lot of men I meet in San Diego, they do make that 100K. So when people say they want to meet somebody with six figures, but they still are broke, they still can't support themselves in San Diego. A lot of people out here, the bills are high. Like I have a four-bedroom, my mortgage is $4,300.
Your mortgage is your mortgage. That has nothing to do with the man. If anything, you should be looking to your ex-husband to help you pay your mortgage. Like, if I'm trying to date you, your mortgage is yours. When you bought the house, you never had me in mind. We were not building together. You got it for your own self. Like, I have no equity in your mortgage. Why are you looking to me to help you with your mortgage?
So
So, but here's my question. I'm not giving you pushback. I'm asking you a simple question. Yes,
no,
there are men that make 300K. So if there isn't a man that makes 300, if there isn't a man that makes 300K that tries to date you, marry you, and all those things, are you okay with never having another man until
Good
you see
question.
Jesus?
I think I will settle, but
How is that settling? So she's saying if she doesn't get a man who makes 300K, she's going to be settling. Seriously, no, it's because you don't deserve the man who makes 300K. If so, you're saying if a man makes 200K, if a man makes 150, even if a man makes $80,000, you're settling? Yo, the dating market is cooked. Like, we are done, we are finished.
I will settle with at least 200. The minimum is 200.
So okay, so 200. So if a man,
So a man who makes $200,000, she's doing you a favor. She's settling for you. Think about that, guys. Think about that. That's the dating market right now.
that makes 200K does not try to date you, court you, be with you, you are fine being single for the rest of your life.
It's crazy. She's gonna
I'll
say
just
yes.
date, but not take anyone serious and be married.
Oh,
Not
You were already married and you ended your marriage after 20 years.
not live with him. We can't cohabitate, anything like that. So
okay. So now I'm getting more. So you can date a man that makes less than 300, 200K. You just can't marry the man.
I can't marry the man.
Okay.
Oh my God. Like, I need Jesus to come back right now because it's getting worse. So now a man who makes less than 200K is not good enough for these women. And also, apparently, a man who's 6 feet is not tall enough. Whew. Yo, we are cooked.
Okay. We got more context to the statement.
Yeah.
All right, there you have it. All right, let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh my God.
Okay, you got a booty. I give him a nice body.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I do.
Thank you.
Um, Love and Dating in Los Angeles said 300K. I'm going to get a young chick with no kids. Sorry, no moonwalking. Sorry, boo. You did it backwards.
Facts. Why would a man who makes 300K go for a woman who divorced her husband after 20 years? Which means she's likely to divorce you because if you guys didn't know, for people who get married the second time, the divorce rate is at 70%, right? And she has 3 kids that you have to take care of using your 300K. And she's saying if you don't make 300K, she will just be settling for you because you're not good enough. So I'll do you a favor and settle for you for your less than 300K. Guys, like, what's going on in these dating streets? What the hell is going on?
She's not gonna be able to match your 300K.
Well, you
A
know, a
young
man that
chick.
makes 300K doesn't care.
This is crazy. And she's
I care.
43.
I
I
know
wanna
you
ask
care, but
you.
that's why I think all women should know this. A man that makes 300K is not basing a woman's income when he's dating. He's I don't think any man wants a bum chick, but he more so wants a woman that can fit into his schedule, available when he needs her to be available. But
Yeah.
he's not saying, "Do you make 300K in order to date me?" And I think a lot of women get that confused at times.
But I also
Yeah, they think that men who make lots of money care about the money they make, and they don't. The reason they don't care is because they already have enough money and they know the woman is not going to spend her money on them. It's going to be his money they spend. That's why they don't care about the woman's money.
don't want a man that will want a young chick. Like, I
That's
want
fair.
someone that dates within his age range and that would want a 43-year-old woman.
With
I
three
wouldn't want a
kids.
man that's looking
Oh, you got to say it everything. You want a man who would want a 43-year-old woman who has 3 kids for him to play stepdad after she divorced her husband after 20 years. You got to say everything, mama. You can't leave out the information because it's key information.
at a 20-year-old girl.
That's fair. That's
Yeah,
fair.
I wouldn't
Kareem
want
said, "What does this 1% man get from you? Do you qualify for the 300K man? Honestly,
She's going to say yes.
what is a 300K man qualify? What's the what do you need to qualify for a 300K man?
She doesn't even know because she stated everything she wants from a man, but she didn't say anything she brings to that man's life. She has a list: be tall, have 300K, be support me, care for me, my mortgage, my kids, want me. But she didn't say anything about what she gives to this man. So that question is valid. What are you going to give this man that you think you deserve that man? Because other women want him too.
can I answer this?
Answer it.
Um,
Yeah, answer it.
I'm trying to think of what I've heard, and Justin, the biggest thing I think that men that have a lot of money, they really want you to be available when they're available. So sometimes, if you're equally as busy, that doesn't always work for them because they need you to be available when they be available. Yes, sometimes they want younger, but then sometimes they don't want younger because they don't like the immaturity. They don't like the conversation. But yes, there are components when they like younger. Sometimes they have no kid policies. That is sometimes.
That's sometimes.
Um,
I want somebody that can travel, someone that money is not an issue, someone that can pay their own bills, someone that has a home, someone that doesn't require me to put my card up, someone that is financially stable. And for me, 300K is that number. For
So you want a sugar daddy because if he has all those things and he's taking care of himself, and but you still want him to make 300K, that means you want him to spend on you. You want a sugar daddy. Just say that. It's as simple as that. Because there are men who have a house, have all these things, take care of themselves, everything, but they don't make 300K. They could make 150, but you said 150,000, you'll be settling. It's lower. It's you'll be lowering your standards.
me living in San Diego, 300K is that number.
Yo,
People in San Diego are struggling making 150.
the entitlement.
so let me
So
ask you this before we go there. So why do you think you've never dated this man then?
Good
I
question.
don't think I go to the right places.
Oh, or maybe they see you but they don't want you. Because I'm sure you've crossed paths. Some of them are low key. You've seen them somewhere. They've seen you somewhere, but maybe they don't come for you for a reason. There is a reason I don't have a woman like Beyonce. There is a reason I don't have a woman like Rihanna. She doesn't have to be the real Rihanna, but I'm sure the women as beautiful as Beyonce walking around, as beautiful as Kelly Rowland, but I don't have one. You know why? Because I don't qualify for them. I don't have what it takes. So maybe you may have to look in the mirror and be like, you know what? I don't have a rich man. What's the reason? You know?
So now are you going to the right places?
I'm still not going to the right places. I'm at home on
Okay, so
Pinterest.
you're coming on my show. So this is your first step. We're saying
Mhm.
it outside so the universe and God can hear.
Yeah.
What are the other steps you're taking to really find and marry a 300K man?
I haven't took any steps. This is my first step right here. I'm
Okay,
on your app.
okay,
I'm
okay.
on dating apps, and I'm just looking for places to go. And I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone because I normally don't date outside of African American men.
So
So
you didn't, I skipped that. So you'll date outside of black men.
yes,
Okay.
if
I
they're
mean, she just wants the money. So wherever the money is, whether it's the Italian money, whether it's African money, black money, Asian money, Indian money, that's where she's gonna go because that's all she's looking at. She's fixated on the money, on the man paying her bills. Because you can tell, I think she's struggling because she's talked about the mortgage so many times.
attractive,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. All
I
right.
never have before, but I'm okay with
Okay.
opening up to.
So West Mode, I think they're referring to the lady I talked about a second ago. That one lady success story about to leave a whole lot of y'all single. Nothing wrong with wanting someone financially stable, but 300K.
I don't think that's a big stretch. I mean, I said I would settle for 200K. I don't think 200K
Settle.
is a big stretch. I think
She said settle for 200K. So the ladies think settling for 200, a man with who makes 200K is settling. Let's do it. I already searched for a man who makes 300K. Let's make it 200K because 300K is 2.3%. Let's do it. Let's see 200K. You're in the top 10%. So I wanted to get a better. I mean, we'll go for 10%, top 10% of 200K. That's what they call settling. Oh man, crazy, crazy, crazy.
that's that's doable.
Okay.
300 might be a big stretch, but 200 I said I'll settle for. It's not a big
Settle,
stretch.
settle for 200K.
Okay. 200 to settle for. Have
Yeah.
you dated? But you've dated a man that makes 200K.
I've dated a man that makes 200K.
Where is he
So what
now?
was wrong with him?
He's a liar. He's a cheater. And I'm learning most successful men are liars and cheaters that make that amount of money.
So at 43 years old, you're just finding out that men who makes lots of money usually have multiple women. You're just finding out the men who makes lots of money are wanted by so many other women. Therefore, they're probably more likely to cheat. At 43 years old, you're just finding this out? I don't believe you.
Yeah, I mean, comes with that tax bracket, child.
A
I
lot
don't know
comes with
what
that
y'all
tax bracket.
thinking.
You gotta deal with a lot. You gotta be
but
decide,
but but the
decide,
money
decide.
matters to you enough that you're willing to deal with it.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
What?
She's definitely looking for sugar daddy. If she doesn't care that the man who makes lots of money, who makes 300K, is going to be cheating and having multiple women, she definitely wants a sugar daddy.
Yeah, let's keep going. All right.
Maybe.
When was your last relationship? Did I ask you this?
December.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
December.
Three flaws you have to work on.
Um, not settling.
Okay,
um,
hold on real quick. And you said it a couple times, and I was gonna let it skip. I really hate the way y'all use settling.
Yeah.
Because I don't think y'all use settling properly. Settling for someone, let's just say if he made 100K, which is still unique. If he made 100K but was there for you in the time you really needed somebody, and showed up for you, that wouldn't be settling. You'll be blessed. Sometimes I think you're settling when you deal with all the things that come along with the man that makes a lot of money, which could be lack of time, other women, disrespect, the lies that you mentioned. So I just think that you guys base settling off of the things that you shouldn't be settling off of. You're
Kendra is definitely right. Ladies these days think if they settle for a man who's 6'9", 6'8", if they are with a man who's 6'9", 6'8", they're settling because they don't have a man who's 6'5" that they want. If they have a man who makes 80K, but because they want a man who makes six figures, they call it settling, no matter how good he is. But Kendra is saying when it's actually the bad things, he's a cheater, he's a liar, has multiple women, but because he has makes lots of money, that's the settling, because you're settling for with him for the money, even if he's not treating you right. So they use it the opposite way. They think if he's a good guy but doesn't meet all these high standards I have, I'm settling. But that's the wrong way to take it.
settling if a man is whooping your ass and you won't go nowhere.
well,
Yeah.
that's a deal breaker for me. I will
Right,
not
but
deal
hold
with.
on, but you said earlier like I'll settle for 200K. So basically, you're saying that the salary, if you take anything less than 200K, in your mind you're settling, but you don't even know what might come along with that man that makes all that money. That might be a more settling K. You can get a man that makes 500K, but let's say he got five women. He never shows up for you. He's not trustworthy. To me, that's an example of
Of
But when
settling.
I
settling.
say
Yeah.
settling is a deal breaker for me, that when I say that, I mean settling for a man that's dealing with more than just me. Settling
Right, but when
for
you said earlier, you was like you'll take 300K, but you would settle for 200K
Mhm.
because you don't want anything under 200K because of your past experience. So you basically made it seem like if you get with a guy that's 200K, you'll settle for that because
Yeah, it's like it's like, okay, I'll do you a favor and be with you with your little bit of $200,000. I will just be nice and do you a favor. It's like they're doing the guy a favor because he makes $200,000. The dating market is crazy. But let's go to the comments, because I definitely want to see the comments, because I'm sure even other ladies should have been like, you're crazy. Let's go. Kendra, you really believe that woman's $500,000? Yeah, there was a crazy woman. Imagine making 200K and she's doing you a favor. That's what I said. It's like a man who makes 200K, she's doing you a favor. You make 200K, okay, I'll give you a chance to be with the queen herself. I'll do you a favor. Uh, this guy says, having never had that man before at 43 with three kids and raising your standards to that because you have never had it before is some next level cognitive dissonance. I agree. It's like she was with a man married for 20 years, had three kids with him. The man never made 300K, but now she knows her worth, so she raised the standards 20 years later. So there's a girl, she says, this is a woman says, so her ex didn't meet the qualifications, but yet she still had two more children with him 10 years apart. Yep, even the ladies agree she's crazy. Another lady says, sis, honestly, he would be settling for you. Yes, any man who comes into a situation where he has to play stepfather to a woman who wants him to have $300,000, he's settling for her. She has a better chance of winning the lottery. True. Anyway, man, shout out to Kendra G. I'll put the full link down below because there's like 4 more minutes, but I'll put the link down below.